the North Node readings, and this one is Capricorn North Node. No, Cancer North Node, sorry. Capricorn South Node. So if you have a Cancer North Node, here's the energy that I got off the internet, the information. Your purpose for a Cancer North Node is to embrace vulnerability and connect with others emotionally. It's about giving up control. You'll live a more fulfilling life when you prioritize your own needs instead of everyone else's around you. Use compassion over logic. Make decisions based on kindness, not success. So Cancer rules the fourth house of family. So this could be a lot about family love, and family vulnerability, connecting emotionally, right? Family. It says you're warm and intuitive, but you might have the tendency to withdraw from people. This could have something to do with your Capricorn South Node. So let me just talk a little bit about Cancer and Capricorn. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, right? And Capricorn is the father of the zodiac. So it's a complete polar opposite, right? As it is with every single North and South node. It's like you mastered one thing in a past life, and now you're coming to master something else. So I feel like what Capricorn is, like the father of the zodiac, think about that. They work hard, they have a lot of pressure on them. They're all about working. Like it can be like a workaholic vibe. So maybe you have to really struggle with that, like, because you still feel that specific way, right? So let's talk about the South Node here. South Node in Capricorn represents traits that you mastered in a previous life that might be holding you back. Capricorn South Node means that you're ambitious, hardworking, and a great leader. You may also bear your emotion in the name of responsibility. So you learned control in the Capricorn North Node. Your journey in this Cancer North Node, you learned control in your Capricorn South Node. Your journey in this Cancer North Node is to give up that control and embrace being vulnerable. Learn to trust others to take control. This will help your emotional and spiritual well-being. Be kind to yourself. You may feel that self-love is selfish, but the fact is, loving yourself is essential in making a more complete and emotionally available person to those around you. So, when you feel like you're being hard on yourself, try to pinpoint the facts, the evidence that's causing negative self-talk. Is it even true? Be honest with yourself. I know I got a lot for Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So you are a beacon of light and help lead others out of darkness. So instead of trying to solve other people's problems, focus on listening actively. Just be supportive. So this is something I think you might, like in the Cancer energy, the father of the zodiac, the doer, the all of that, it might make you want to be a problem solver for people, not actively listening, but seeking like some kind of solution that you could provide to help them out. But it's saying like on the North Node in Cancer, it's more important for you to be supportive and leading with love, right? The mother of the zodiac. I guess like in the tarot deck, I would say, that is totally Empress energy, that love, that unconditional love for all of its creation. So I kind of feel like that's what you're going from, like the father of the zodiac, Emperor energy, into mother energy, all the feels, you know. Whereas in a South Node Capricorn, you probably, like even in this life, like you're more comfortable not looking at the emotional part, but it's part of your path to feel it. And I think that's important to know. Um, Focus on listening actively, just be supportive. With South Node in Capricorn, it's like you're more comfortable repressing your emotions and focusing on solutions. But your life journey is about learning to register the power of each feeling. Stop judging your feelings. Learn to not separate emotions into good and bad. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? An emotion of sadness isn't necessarily bad, but I mean, for me, I do feel like it's a bad emotion. Like, I don't like feeling it. I don't like feeling sad. But Spirit is saying, like, you don't look at it like that, you know? Um, don't separate them. You just came here to feel it. It doesn't mean it's good or it's bad. It just is, right? I remember someone, a spiritual leader, one time telling me that we come here to feel. Because when we're in soul form, we don't have the emotion stuff. We're just pure love. And we don't have the emotional feelings to anything. So it really would make sense if a soul is just hanging out forever in wherever they are. Why wouldn't they want to come and experience something else? Feelings, you know? Feelings through a human. Imperfect feelings, maybe even. Doubt. Self-doubt. I promise you, a soul does not ever feel self-doubt. It doesn't. So, when we have all these feelings, don't separate them into good and bad. Really I feel like it's important for us to take ourselves, our human being, aside and say, like, look, this whole damn thing is for the soul, and you're the vehicle to get it done. You're the place where all the feelings are happening. So the next thing on here is talking about sharing love and affection, expressing gratitude and showing love to your partner in life, to your partner in everything, right? Even in work or whatever. And of course, family. Being grateful and showing love every way you can. I feel like that's part of the North Node, you know. But remember, your South Node is to not really let those emotions show. And so you're really mastering something here about emotions, Cancer North Node. Learning to be vulnerable. Because your South Node in Capricorn, remember, father of the zodiac, male energy, masculine energy, don't be vulnerable. It's shameful. That might be, you know, your more comfortable spot. Like, I'd rather not show people that I'm vulnerable. I'm ashamed of it. I don't want anyone to know my weaknesses. But the fact is that if you really want to build truly loving relationships, which is why you're here in the Cancer North Node, you need to tell people how you feel. It says here, especially when it feels scary. Like, it's important for you to let your feelings be known. In career, for Cancer North Nodes, it's talking about you're really good with people. This could be about childcare, social work, hospitality. And don't remember that part about the moon, where you're leading people out of darkness. It's just a natural thing, and it's part of your plan with a Cancer North Node. So, it says to avoid high-stress jobs or too fast-paced jobs. Embrace the intimate personality and see and live life's quieter side. Because I feel like in the Cancer South Node, I mean, you're really you're the boss, you know. You're you're the you're the solution maker. So I feel like in this life, instead of like being focused on things you can see, I feel like you're feeling on you're embracing the things that you can feel, you know. So that's the node, north node of Cancer. Accept that there's more to life than work. Do hobbies and activities with families and friends, and this will help you value the Cancer north node path. You know, like this will kind of drive you there. Doing hobbies, things that you love, inside stuff, right? Okay, so let's look and see what the tarot has to say for Cancer north nodes and what's happening in their lives right now. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Thank you so much for the messages today. I really have been feeling like I need to do these readings for a while, and even someone that watches even suggested, why don't you do North Node readings, you know? And at the time I was thinking like, well, I mean, you could just watch your North Node reading, but I think this is more specific and honing in on actually what's going on in the North Node for you, Cancer. So let's just see. Thank you so much, angels, spirits, guides. I love you so much. Thank you for strength and an intuitive knowing to read these cards. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So I feel like there's something about owning your power here, owning your value with the King of Keys, which is like King of Pentacles. This is King Midas energy. I feel like, honestly, we'll just keep going and see. The scribe is here. What's calling you to pay attention to it? There's a new understanding. This is about being a writer. It's about being a teacher. It's about having a lot of lessons and a lot of knowledge, and even understanding something differently. So I feel like you're kind of starting to reframe something. You could be rewriting your story here. The story of your life, like from this point on, like in the past, in my past life, I was living Capricorn, the King of Keys, the master manifester of money, right? And now, the scribe, like I don't know, something's changing here for you. Wow. I got a couple of pretty cool energies of archangels here. I can't remember who got these same two archangels. Not the same placement, but it was either Aries or Taurus. I think it was Taurus. But here, the Gabriel one is about a miracle happening. Honestly, look at what it's showing me here. Like from South, like it's showing me the South Node with the King of Keys. And honestly, the North Node with the Queen of Cups. She's the Queen of Emotions, So you're going from this, like, I am a get her done kind of person to, I can feel everything. I can feel everything. I feel like Michael is here to help you out. Archangel Michael, I feel like you're in an emotional place right now, like trying to figure it out. And you are writing your own story from here. I kind of got that up here with the scribe. I feel like you're on your North Node and you're aware of it, and I feel like you're going like, okay, this is a whole nother path, and I feel like um, you've been on a long hike up a big mountain. I feel like you could be moving, you could be learning something new as well. I kind of feel like that here. Got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas right now, so I do feel like there's a lot of stuff being learned here, possibly about like your connection with the other realms, like the archangels. Um, this Gabriel could be bringing in a message that maybe one of your purposes is to help people, counsel people, um, maybe expressing your feelings. Maybe you're being called to write, publish a book, or speak your truth, you know? Speak your truth about this path that you've been on. Um, the Archangel Michael is talking about trust yourself and go for it. And it also says like this angel of Michael is surrounding you, and other people do see your strength. Even though you're being called to to check in and live in that vulnerable energy, instead of like the King of Keys, like instead of the outside stuff, you're working on the inside stuff this time, right? I do feel like there's energies around you. You could have, other realms around you helping you through all of this. And actually, being vulnerable enough to like see and hear and communicate with other realms could be also part of your North Node path. You have to be very vulnerable and willing to accept things out of the ordinary in this particular card here, this message. So I do feel like, there's a couple, three cards here, Cancer North Node. Three of them talking about writing a book. Three of them. 3 out of 9 cards are telling me that Cancer North Node needs to share something in public. Maybe you're traveling, I don't know. But I feel like whatever you're doing, I feel like you're learning new things. And honestly, you're understanding something about unlimited possibilities in this card, setting your course. I feel like there's so many threes here, and I cannot not mention it. 1, 2, 3. You have 4 3s here. There's 4 3s on the table. 33, 33. Threes are hooked to Ascended Master. So you could have Ascended Masters around you, or you're living a path of overcoming the most giant obstacles that you might have ever, even in this life, you didn't imagine them coming through. But I feel like what you have is just a ton of angelic presence around you. So I feel like you need to trust yourself if you're being called to share something, because I feel like you are. So let's clarify all the writing a book ones. Shall we do that first? One of them's Archangel Gabriel. Let's clarify Archangel Gabriel first. This could actually, Archangel Gabriel card in this talks about this being like a person coming in, a human being coming in, delivering a message for Gabriel. Maybe it's It's a message, just like a direct message saying, like, you need to share your story. You need to tell your truth about what happened in your life. Tell me why. Why do they need to speak their truth? What is the point of it? Because it's going to change your vibration, your structure, your foundation. This could even like it's going to bring in so much change in your life. Strength is here again because you have Michael, um, and you have masculine energy. So, you could be talking about the masculine energy of Capricorn, right? The father of the zodiac. Integrating that, changing changing the way you see things. Like, cuz when we're first here, and like the south node is kind of where we start our beginning here in this particular life, is in the south node. It's what's comfortable. So I'm going to guess that from the time of a very young age, earning money was important for you. Like, it was really maybe most important to you. It's what you thought gave you stability, and it made you a very strong person. And it's very, very useful information. And when we go on to our south node or our north node, it doesn't mean we discard all that energy. It means we use it for something further, right? Because you already do have the north node energy or the south node energy, but it gives you freedom to when you move on to your north node. It feels like, oh my God, yeah, this is it. So this book, what we're clarifying is writing a book. It brings you freedom. It alchemizes your energy. I feel strength, courage, new beginnings coming, new plans, travel. The way you communicate changes. The way you see yourself changes. The way you see your life experiences changes. I feel Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Forces, oh, another three here, but it's about your home life. Like, I feel like what's happening is like you're recommitting to your family structure, forming new foundations, ending cycles, starting to love yourself, right? You're coming out of whatever you've been in here. The cycle of the North Node and seeking money is over. And you're here on this feeling journey now. It makes sense to me. I feel like it's what's here is like, I feel like it could be like really hard for you to take care of yourself, to love yourself. It's an obstacle, right? There's something about yourself, though, that keeps you from doing it, like a belief that it's selfish, right? Here's this vulnerable feeling that spirit is asking you to embrace. Embrace it. Embrace the fact that, you have to detach sometimes to go in and feel those things. You wouldn't necessarily do that with a Capricorn energy, right? They're asking you to embrace vulnerability. I think you're going to have to process like a lot of stuff while you're in this, and it is self-care to be vulnerable with yourself and others. Just speak your truth. Like, this is how hard it was. This is what it feels like. This is what I went through feels like. Whatever the big thing was that changed you onto your North Node. I feel like you realize maybe you've been putting on a different face for people. You know, I also feel like you realize like that isn't the true me. Maybe you realize it for yourself. You know, like even my beliefs in myself are different. I used to think having stability with money was the most important. And now what I'm understanding is that love, my family, and all of those feelings, real true love, is what I'm here to experience. I'm here to experience vulnerability. Okay, tell me what about the King of Keys. I really want a message for the King of Keys because I feel like this is the South Node piece of you. This person that really thought that money maybe was the most important. Okay, so it's being clarified by forgiveness, disharmony, and fate. I feel like this is where you're figuring out, like, maybe that you have to forgive yourself. Because I feel like when something comes in, like a tower moment where you're all of a sudden inside a deep feeling and you have no fucking clue what to do with it. It's saying that it came in order to change your path. And I think what's happening is you're realizing like how much energy you've spent seeking money, seeking that Capricorn thing, hard worker, stopping at nothing, fixing anyone else's problems, not looking at your own self, maybe not even showing love in the way that you wanted to, or the way that you realize that you are meant to when you get to this North Node. Then I think you're really conflicted inside about this. I think you need to forgive yourself and understand that it was part of the soul journey. Yeah, you're just thinking about the past, feeling so guilty that you just don't even know, that's exactly what I thought it was. And then here comes this Queen of Cups energy, and it's just like total emotions. And you're just all in those feels. And then right underneath of it is the Akashic Library. Another writing a book story. Or another writing a book card, So, sorry I'm so emotional. This is a tough reading to do. For some reason, let's just get some, advice for Cancer North Node. How is Cancer North Node? Tell me what they can do best to help themselves at this moment in time. That's the Confidence card, Queen of Wands. Own your power, own your value. Surrender the old energy. You know what I mean? The Emperor's here. It's not a Capricorn card, right? But it's definitely a masculine energy, like hard work or get her done. Like it's all about manifesting stability. And I feel like, honestly, I think you're stuck kind of in this place between the two. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Sun card, which always gives me the feeling that the answer is to focus on the things that you are grateful for, the things that you can see all around you. And I feel like in this specific reading, I feel like it's embracing the newness, embracing that love, embracing those feelings, embracing the vulnerableness. And I know it's not easy for you to do this. But that tower tells me that it was a divine intervention so you could close out this cycle and get onto this path of feeling. I feel like you will see the abundance, and it's going to come from your family. It's going to come from your family. I hope that all that made sense. I love you guys.